final main topic today. And our fifth and final main topic today is this. So, Lucas, it was just a few weeks ago that we got to get all hype and throw a party and fire the smoker up and smoke for the whole family. And God, we just had a blast because Henry Cavill came out
2 months
and said, I'm going to pull the cape out of the closet and I'm going to be your Superman again. And a little piece of me, a small piece of me that I didn't even know was deep down inside of me in the dormant, soulless version of whatever my soul is. And when he said that, like, it twinkled and I became me again. And I was just content with the world that we had Henry Cavill back as Superman. Even when they told me it cost me Geralt. Even when they told me it cost me Geralt, I said, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. You know what? Sacrifices must be made for the one true Superman. And now here it is. A couple months later, James Gunn, Peter Safran have taken over on the DC Warner Brothers front. And Henry Cavill has jumped on Twitter to let us know that the death of the Man of Steel has happened yet again. And this is coming to us from Screen Rant. Henry Cavill officially out as Superman, as the DCU plans a younger version. Let's read through some of this very sadly. Henry Cavill is no longer Superman for the DC universe. That was a hard line to get through. As James Gunn plans for a younger version of Clark Kent to be introduced. After years of uncertainty around his involvement in DC shared universe, a surprise return in Black Adam's post-credit scene signaled to audiences that Henry Cavill was back. This was further confirmed when Henry Cavill himself made a public announcement on his Instagram sharing the news that he was coming back as the DCU Superman, with reports circulating that Man of Steel 2 was in development. What happened, guys? The status of Henry Cavill's future of Superman changed once James Gunn and Peter Safran were named CEOs of DC Studios. And it has now been confirmed by both the actor, co-CEO, that Henry Cavill is no longer going to be the DCU Superman. As Gunn announced on his social media, the DCU will reshift the focus to a younger Superman and will recast the role. Henry Cavill also shared the news on his Instagram. The Hollywood Reporter reports that Gunn is writing the new Superman movie, which is said to follow Clark Kent as a reporter for the Daily Planet. See both posts from Gunn and Cavill below, and let's check those out. Specifically, I want to check out this one here. This is coming to us from Henry Cavill on his Twitter or Instagram, whatever this is. He says, I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life. The changing of the guard is something that happens, and I respect that. James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them and all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. For those who have been by my side through the years, we can mourn for a bit, we will. But then we must remember, Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists. And the examples he sets for us are still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but what Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all, onwards and upwards. This absolutely hurts, man.
Crying.
This sucks, dude. First of all, let's just start off by saying, Henry Cavill, you are a hell of a human being.
You are Superman.
You are a Superman, bro. There's no better way to say, hey, I just got fucked over by just going, hey, good luck to all of you.
Well, you know,
and at the end of the day, that's kind of what happened here. And like I said, this really hurts. As someone, I mean, I don't even know how you do this to the fans. I understand they just took over. I understand that things have to be different now. The other thing that's real curious about this is the Dwayne Johnson part of it, right?
Yeah.
There's now rumors coming around circulating that he kind of manipulated DC and tried to do. We'll talk about that probably maybe this weekend if we do a show or on Monday. But yeah, you have to wonder that, right? Because he really campaigned for all of this. He was the one that pressured them into announcing, or putting him into Black Adam and all of these things. And they have the same agent. They're supposed to be friends. And God, I think also what this means overwhelmingly is that, this isn't being said, but Black Adam's dead as well. I mean,
I think everything.
I think every single thing that we have seen, we'll still see Blue Beetle, we'll still see Flashpoint, we'll still see those movies, but
they're not going to be part of the
I think
DCU,
they're just, they're going to be the end of the Snyder verse or whatever you want to call it.
DCEU, if you will.
Yeah. And I'm happy to in order to build a new, you must destroy the old. And I understand that. And I'm happy to know that we're moving forward with a clean slate, because that is the best way to do it. It hurts, but the best way to do it is to try to morph in some of the characters and take away others was just going to be a clusterfuck.
Well, even the movies that they've made already were kind of.
It just wasn't going to be an option. So they didn't have.
Not easily, yeah.
They didn't have much of a choice but to do what they did. So I completely understand them doing what they did, but as a fan and them just announcing this really hurts. This sucks. This really, really just blows, man. And I feel more for anyone, for Henry Cavill. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy gave up Geralt to play the goddamn role. And now,
y'all couldn't have told
he's
him
not
before.
going to be Geralt.
I mean, come on.
And there's the news about him playing the Warhammer 40,000 character.
Yeah.
I don't even care to cover that, because you know what? Who the knows what that is? Who the hell knows what that is? That game came out not even a year ago. So who the hell knows what Warhammer 40,000 is? I mean, even if they would have said something like he's playing the God of War, at least I know what the hell the God of War game franchise is. I don't care that he's playing Warhammer 40,000. That doesn't excite me. I loved him as Geralt. I loved him as Superman. This sucks, and I hate freaking this shit, man. It sucks. It really does. But Lucas, you're hearing this shit. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I was it last night or 2 nights ago? It was last night, right?
Yeah, last night. Yeah.
Yeah, I like as soon, because I have Henry Cavill's notifications on Instagram because I love that dude. And as soon as it popped up, I was like, oh, I mean, like as you were reading his Instagram post, and even just now, I'm like tearing up about it because, first of all, his symbol, at least in the Man of Steel version, means hope. And, that dude, that post there gave me hope. He did that's a shitty situation for all of us, but specifically for him. And he handled it with grace, aplomb, and gave us a bit of hope. I mean, he is so much Superman, it hurts, right? Because what a way for him to do it. All that being said, one, he announced his return early October. James Gunn and Peter Safran took over late October. I mean, like, if nothing else, this shows you the state of affairs that they are picking things up from. That they're telling you, hey, go ahead. We're making a Man of Steel 2. We're doing all this, that on the way out. I mean, we should honestly, we should have probably recognized that this was something like this was going to happen. Yeah. Because I mean, I was so overjoyed. I think
Dwayne Johnson forced their hands. I really do.
Well, I think maybe not forced, but they were on the way out. They're like, sure, you can do whatever you want to, man. We're done here anyway. So
maybe.
But that being said, man, it does hurt because I've always had so much hope. Like, I love Zack Snyder. I loved his vision for it. The minute that kind of went off track was when I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I don't really have hope that this is going to ever come back. But then you get like the, Zack Snyder release of the Justice League, and then you get Superman back, and it looks like, they could have maybe got things back on track. Do I blame James Gunn and Peter Safran for just saying, screw it, we're gonna go from the get-go and we're gonna start fresh? I don't. And I'm excited to see that new take. Once it comes, I know I'm gonna love it, but it just right now it hurts. We've talked, on the show a couple times, right, that James Gunn's maybe big picture plan is Kingdom Come. So I guess the only thing I'm hoping for now is that, because he says he wants to go with a younger Superman. I get that. Maybe,
and I said that. Maybe they give us this old, grizzled,
and it's Henry Cavill
Superman for Kingdom Come.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
Yeah, I don't see it happening at this point. I mean, what really sucks, man, is I literally just seen Henry Cavill on the screen as Superman just a month or two ago.
Yeah.
I just seen it. So all that did was make me be like, oh, wow, I'm going to get to, and I remember.
And just shut it down. Well, imagine being Henry Cavill.
Talking about like what it could be about. I was like, yeah, we're going to finally get to see him be the real
Brainiac.
Superman. He's going to fly around just saving cats and shit. I don't care. I just want to see him be Superman and not that, beginning version of himself, the Man of Steel version, which I love too, but I was just so excited to finally
we got through that. We got through him dying.
And he's got the colorful suit now because he's Superman now.
Because he's gone back,
and now it's just like that. It's gone. Superman's gone.
So another thing I want to say too then is that I haven't really we haven't gotten too much stuff, information, or what details about what James Gunn and Peter Safran's plan is. And the things that we have got, I'm all here for it. I'm ready for a clean slate and all of that. This is the first thing that they've done, though, that actually pissed me off. Because I'm like, not them doing it in general, because I get it. Start with a clean slate if you want to. But, I know you guys only took over, 2 weeks after he announced his return. But, somebody should have at least told Henry Cavill, right, that their plan wasn't gonna be that. Why is it now 2 months later, after we've gotten to live in this hope of a new Superman, a new Superman movie with Henry Cavill back for 2 months, why now are we dropping this? Why wouldn't somebody have stopped that from happening? And why? I just feel for Henry Cavill, man. I feel his heart breaking in that post. He was as much in the dark about this as we were, and I don't think that's James Gunn or Peter Safran's fault at the end of the day. Just a crummy situation. But the last thing I think I will say, though, is that James Gunn's tapped. I mean, he said he was going to write the new Superman movie, right, with the younger one. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not going to lie. I don't want, I love James Gunn. I mean, I even enjoyed the Suicide Squad. Not my favorite, superhero movie, but I really enjoy the Guardians movies. I love, James Gunn has a very unique style, and I love it. And when it's great, it's great. But I do not see that working for Superman. I mean, people were complaining about Superman being too dark and brooding and like Batman, but now you're going to get him throwing dodgeballs at an alien dog thing like Drax. I'm just worried about that much of it. With James Gunn, I don't think he's going to take it serious enough. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll surprise us.
I worry about that too,
but I'm cool with the younger Superman, and I'm gonna miss Henry Cavill.
Yeah, we are, and and like I said, you are never gonna see a video up on this channel anytime soon about Henry Cavill playing some character that I could give a damn about. Give me Henry Cavill doing something I give a damn about, and it'll be the main topic of every show that we ever have in this damn studio.
I think are you talking about Warhammer?
Yeah, Warhammer 40,000.
The only reason I care about it is because I can tell that he does. I mean, it's him that
Cool.
wants.
I don't.
No, I know.
I
and
understand.
I, don't care
I
that,
get it.
yeah.
And there's lots of stuff that it has going for it. To be honest with you, but the thing
That's not
is
big news,
is that what has it got going for it that's anywhere close to Superman, bro? Nothing. Or even Geralt. I would have rather continued to have him play The Witcher,
see, that's
man.
another thing, and I will say I'm glad that they didn't go back on that too, because we got him retiring from that, and Liam Hemsworth's going to pick it up. But if we were to wake up this morning after Superman's no more, he's back as Geralt, that would have made it even worse.
It was opposite. We woke up this morning, they were like, oh yeah, just to let you know, just because he's not Superman anymore, he's not coming back as Geralt.
Well, no, and that's what I'm saying is that I'm glad that at least that's sticking, because you don't want to talk like it's
because it's
so
toxic.
messed up. Yes.
You can't just now you do it to
back
Liam,
and forth.
right?
Exactly.
What the hell, right?
And
Cavill wouldn't do that,
right?
That's the difference
Right.
between him. Look at this damn Instagram post.
Yep.
The man is nothing short of a goddamn angel.
Yeah,
and this is the way you treat him.
Right, man, and
go be James Bond. Announce Henry Cavill as James Bond,
I want.
and I will get a 70-foot statue of it to go behind me, and we will make it the main topic of the show for a year.
Yes,
until that damn movie comes out. Give me that. Give me something.
No, I agree. I totally agree. And I'll say this last thing. I bet you anything when he found out he wasn't coming back. More specifically, when Netflix found out he wasn't coming back as Superman. I bet they were like, "Ooh, I wonder if we're gonna get Geralt back." I bet you it did come down to Henry being like, "No, I'm not gonna do that."
No
to
way,
Liam,
yeah.
I'm not gonna do that to the fans.
Nope.
Like, it is what it is. It's a crummy situation, but let's all take Henry's attitude about it. Let's hope for the future, and passing of the mantle is.
It's like he says,
accurate.
this news isn't the easiest, but that's life.
It is.
And at the end of the day, that's life, guys. And you guys are seeing this, man. I know we just talked about Henry Cavill being Superman here on the channel, and now we have to, mourn. We need one of those from Justice League, the big statue, of dead Superman. Yeah, right. But anyways, guys, what are you guys' thoughts on all this? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below.